Hi everyone, I hope that you're all having a wonderful day today. Since this week we are doing it transportation themed, I thought that I would lead us through a very fun transportation themed craft. So today we will be making cars, and we'll be making those cars out of paper plates. So the only materials that you will need today for this craft are a pair of scissors, tissue paper in whatever color you would like. You will also need some glue, and you will need a paper plate. This is actually really silly, but I did not have any plain paper plates, so as you can tell, this was from Christmas. But that's okay because on the back side it is white. You will also need some white paper and some black paper. And today I thought it would be fun to do a craft that went along with the theme because crafting is a really great way to feel joy and become more calm. When you sit down and you work on a craft, it's a really great way to focus on something, and if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, it can kind of help you be more centered and present and feel more relaxed. I know that when I do crafts afterwards, I'm always so proud of what I made, and I always am feeling happier than I was when I started. So these fun crafts are really exciting. I chose the color blue today for my car, but you can choose whatever color you would like. The first step for this craft is to cut your paper plate in half. So I have already done this. That way you will have the body of two cars. So if you want, you can make both, or you can just make one car. It's up to you. Or if you've got a friend at home that wants to do this craft with you, you both can craft together. That's definitely another way to increase your happiness and make you more joyful. So the first step is to take your colored paper, your tissue paper, and this is tissue paper that I had at home from Christmas, and either you or an older friend or a parent or someone at home can cut the tissue paper into shapes. Doesn't matter what shapes you cut them into. I cut them very randomly. Some ended up being triangles and some ended up being squares, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, so now that you've got some pieces of your tissue paper cut, you're going to take your paper plate and your glue, and you're going to really cover that with glue. It's hard to tell in this lighting, but I want you to notice that I'm putting on very little glue, because as we know, a little bit goes a very long way. If you want an older friend to help you with this, this might be a good job for an older friend at home to help you out with, just to make sure that glue doesn't get everywhere because it is very messy, as we all know. Okay, so I just very quickly put a little bit of glue onto this front part of the plate, and this is the fun part. You get to take all your little pieces of colored paper and then stick them onto the body of your car. It's almost like a fun little collage, and you get to put them wherever you want, however you want. You can overlap them if you'd like, or you can even leave little spaces in between to make a cool design where there are white spots. Totally up to you. The best part about crafting is that there are no right or wrong ways to do it. As long as you're having a fun time and you're expressing yourself, that's what really matters. All right. So I just took a moment to put a few on there, but this will take you a little bit of time to cover the whole plate with little pieces of paper. I already did this on the other half of the plate. So when you're all done, this is what it's going to look like. You can see mine's still a little bit wet from the glue. It's really important to make sure that you don't use too much, and even if you have a glue stick at home, that would probably even work better. Okay. But once your paper plate is starting to look like this, or as much color as you want on the plate, then you're ready to move on to the next step. So I decided to fill mine all the way up, but if you wanted to leave little gaps, you can do it however you want, be as creative as you want. This is all about your creative ideas. Okay, so the next part is to add the wheels. This will be how the car really starts to take its shape. So you or an older friend at home can cut out circles out of your black piece of paper. And like in our mindfulness flower video, it can be really helpful to trace a circle so that you have a little line to cut along if you'd like. Or you can just cut it and do your best, whatever you'd like to do. So I just cut one tire. Now I'm cutting the second one. Okay, so here are my two tires. You can see they are not the same size, but that's okay. And you can use a little bit more of that glue to put along the edge, and you'll glue it to the bottom of your car, just like where the wheels would be on your own car that your family drives. Okay, so I've got one wheel on and it's time for the next one. You can make your car whatever color you'd like. Today I almost decided to make my car pink. And I wonder if any of you have ever seen a pink car before. I don't think I've ever seen a pink car on the road, but maybe some of you have. Okay. So this is what my car looks like now that it's got the wheels on it. And one of the last things we're going to do is we're going to use that white paper to make windows. So windows are very important in cars, right? Okay. So again, if you are confident using scissors, then you can cut out rectangles. If not, then an older friend or maybe mom or dad could cut them for you. But I just cut two windows. But again, this car can be however you want it to be. It can be like a car that your family drives or a car that you've seen on the road. Or you can make it a car that you've never seen and one that you've just imagined with your imagination. So you could put as many windows on it as you'd like. Once you have your windows cut out, you can glue them wherever you think the windows will go. All right, I glued my first window. And now it's time for my second window. Okay. Here is the final project. This is my car, and it was definitely very relaxing to take the time to put all of the pieces of colored paper on here. I thought it was super fun to see how the different shapes fit together. If you want to take it one step further after this, you could even color it with crayons or markers, and you could draw you and your family sitting inside the car, or any of your friends or passengers you'd want to take with you on a car ride. I think that would be super fun. But I hope you enjoyed this little craft, and I hope that it leaves you feeling more relaxed than you felt before, and that you're proud of your final product. Make sure you hang it somewhere in your home that you can see it often. I'm going to hang this on my fridge. I'm actually at my parents' home, so I'll hang it on my parents' fridge so we can all appreciate my car. All right, everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I miss you all so much. All right, bye, guys.